Hello, this is Olivier. Well, I haven't done a video in quite a while, and there have been various reasons for this. As I put my product to self-optimize here and learn, as you will probably know by watching my 200 or so videos, um, I thought long and hard about doing a video here. I haven't done one for a while because things have been doing okay for me. If you've been following my recommendations on Bitcoin, which I didn't buy at the beginning because I thought it was for bandits, etc. But when I saw it drop to 3 or 4 thousand, I mean there's ample proof there that I use my machines to pick up on dips without worrying about it on 4 hour charts, and that's gone quite well. The second thing I've done is really bet on the dollar. I'm being bullish on the dollar against the euro, and that's worked out really well. Turned around last week. That's why I had to cancel one of my signals because I just basically just took it out. I didn't have any subscriptions there, so I was all basically short the euro, so I just took everything out. And I'm starting another one again this week. Maybe it'll interest some people this time. Anyway, I thought long and hard about doing this video. Here you can see the 15-minute chart that I'm using, but obviously you can use my BBSO Tachyon. Now here's something that I've got to show you, and here again this is optimizing every hour, but I'm showing you what it's doing here. This is a 1 minute chart at the end of the period Friday, and you can see that this is quite an easy uh, you know, trade it did. And why would you miss out on that? I mean, a lot of people are staying at home right now. There's a huge crisis in the world. And you're staying at home and you have machines that could do the work for you, pick up the low hanging fruit. And I deal mainly with institutions, but my retail's done quite well. I have 5,000 points on MT4, and I've been number one 3 times, and I've sort of let it go now because it's just really hard dealing with the evil and the people who want to come out and destroy you from various regions of the world because they feel like it, or I don't know what. I was number one and had basically, the attention, thousands of comments, good or bad, a lot of bad ones, obviously trying to just stop people from buying this product. And, it was just really hard times. So we forget about that, although I'm traumatized by it. And but I just thought I had to say something now with this virus really hurting the world economy. And if you're not seeing the stock market's always right. I mean, the drops we've been seeing in the stock market is really telling you that things are going to be really hurt. Airlines, hotels, you know, football games being canceled. I mean, everywhere in the world, this is gonna be hitting. America's the last place it's kind of resisting a bit, and so is Europe. France is doing okay, but you, you know, listen. A lot of people are staying at home and don't want contact and all that kind of stuff. This is ideal for what I've done. Took me 10 years to build this program, and sure, I'm using it, and a lot of people have been using it for years. Here's 15 minutes again. Here's 5 minutes. Now it builds a natural hedge, okay? So you can be long on 5 minutes, short on 15 minutes. I mean, I have plenty of videos explaining this, but what I want to bring forward here is, you just drag it on. It can do anything you want, really. It's self-learning, self-optimizing on any product. So you can do it on Bitcoin, you can do it on Euro, it has a find best program. What I want to emphasize here, I've put one program. It's expensive because it's good. The BBSO Tachyon, you can find plenty of links. And I'll be redoing a Signal that I usually start about $300. So it's for everybody. I'll be redoing one using my neurals, which I'm never going to sell. People say, if your product is so good, why do you sell it? Well, I'm not selling it, but I'll put a signal up, and I'm for giving back. I mean, I worked in the city in London for 20 years. I was director in Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank, and I have an MBA, and I've been doing this for a very long time. Had every crisis you could possibly imagine. I've survived 9 years in Credit Suisse. I've done very well here. This, I want to give back now. I'm laying back a bit. I'm sort of, I like to be active. I like to talk. I like to share. It's a difficult thing to get rid of. I like to share, but I also like to be very secretive. So the best thing is to get in contact with me through, well, I'm on Discord, and I'm also on, I have the best way is Twitter. And you have to ask me to be a friend or whatever, and I have to look at who you are because I've had some really bad experiences. But let me tell you that the package, in fact, includes me, and so you get my phone number on WhatsApp, and I'll willingly talk to anybody for 7 days a week, okay, even late at night. Um, Help people get started. And I have tens of programs that I deal out if I feel that you should be on MT4, etc. I basically use MT5, but I have a lot of indicators and things on MT4, so I use a copy trader with the BBSO Tachyon and put everything on MT4. So I use various platforms with lots of programs that they're all my programs. I've tried many other programs, and I'm sorry, I always go back to mine. And the way that it learns doesn't need any updates anymore. Every angle has been covered. I mean, I see people discovering ATR stops right now, and I've been using them for 40 years. You know, Nothing new has really come out in trading since the 40s. Um, all I can think of is new is self-learning and AI. And that's what I'm doing. And I don't know of anybody else doing a pretty cheap AI out there. And I have one. So, and I call it self optimization too, because basically, as you can see here, it's running through all these scenarios and it does it every hour and it will pick the best points to come in and out. And all you have to do is put it on your screen. And it's working. I mean, it's making income. If you're worried about what's going on in the world and you have to stay at home, and you're not being paid or whatever. I mean, what better time? The only good thing that's working right now is the internet. And you don't have to contact people, etc. And you can be free. You don't have to have a boss. I mean, this is the best time to order trade for a living. So think about it. I got links below. Go to my platform. Contact me if you want. I'm willing to talk about it. I'm not cheap, but if it was cheap, like the mice fall for it all the time. They see free cheese and they get trapped. And that's what most of the products out there are. And you just have to listen to me and you just have to see my videos to see I'm completely different. I do everything myself. I'm a lone wolf, and that's the way I like it. And I work with who I feel like working. Okay? So if you feel that I can change your life, and I would love to, and give you some extra income, and you believe in what I do, and you're not out there to troll me, well, you're welcome to contact me through my Twitter at Olivier Nomblo, or through Discord, which hasn't been a great success for me because there's so many blah blah people out there. MT4, you have to ask to be a friend, but then I don't know who's whom because if you're going to be negative on me, I don't want you in my life. I don't like negative people. This works. It's been around for a while. I've been number one 4 times on MT4, month at a time. everybody tried to kick me out because they couldn't sell their products, which they change every month, and there's not many good robots out there. In fact, I can't think of any right now that have lasted as long as mine. I mean, I'm not trying to be show off or anything, but to me, maybe it's because I understand it better, because I know everything about it. I mean, just look at the trend section here. This is my trending section. So I have different modules on my MT4 version, which I'm not selling anymore, but I'll gladly send to you if with the latest self-optimization, etc. If you are in my MT5 product, that's the way I do it. But you can see here the Renko combined with Ishimoku, and now with the Bollinger Bands I've added, and some news factors. This is getting really quite a sophisticated program here to catch trend, whereas my normal BBSO is really this. Okay, 1 minute here, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. It's a range trader. So it'll pick up. This is the first product I ever made, and it still works. Look at this. Buy here, or sell here, sorry, and buy back here. I mean, it still works. It's amazing. That's the first product I ever made, and I made that. Well, I don't know. Look, it's so simple. It's called the Black Box, and it was already a big hit many years ago. I still use it. So there's many things that can be done, if you want to contact me. So hope to hear from you, and remember that with this terrible crisis going on, there are things you can do. You can order trade for a living, and it's true. I mean, I'm not saying, if you don't believe me, go into one of my signals, which I'll start again in a few days. Well, I don't know, maybe a week or so. $300. Right now, I'm keeping things under wraps. Or get into my products, talk to me, and we can do a personalized system for you. So, there's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody out there. There's low-hanging fruit. There's lots of money to be made in the market, okay? There's money to be lost, but if you use careful systems and you don't use a lot of money, I always say start small, add every month, you can make it. You can make it, and you can make a decent living. Fact is, I haven't, I've been trading for myself since I was 16. And I've made most of my income from trading, more than my work. And I was director in some big banks with large salaries in the 70s and 80s. But the thing is, not having your boss, having your own life. I mean, I live out in the country, my dogs. I'm just, happy person. And my robots work for me. I can be out all day. It's totally automatic, totally automatic. And it will come in, stop. You can put in equity, say I don't want to lose more than that, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm coming up to 13 minutes, and my videos never last more than 15 minutes. And I really hope you peruse through many videos I have and get to know me. All right? Cheerio, and think about it. Big virus, big drop in world economy. The market is always right. It's predicting a big, big problem. So you can make money on the dollar. It's a refuge. That's my point. Bye bye.